At my current sales rate, it's going to take me 6 months to turn the inventory that I already own. I'm about to hit the most slow period of time, the summer months, while in the red on my P&L, trying to turn the inventory that I already own. That's where Tap for Games is right now. And instead of pretending otherwise, I'm gonna document every single week as I try to get this fixed. Hello there, I'm Josh from Tap for Games. I am a basement slinging Magic the Gathering seller. I move singles, sealed, and I dabble a little bit in the Pokemon game. And I do everything right here in this basement. And I'm doing this on top of my full-time job. So here's what I'm working with today. I have 21,000 units in inventory, 7,401 unique SKUs. And that works out to be about $5,000 in total market. Of that $5,000, $1,700 is in sealed products. Everything else is bulk and singles. And my average order value right now is about $6 to $8. That last number is the important number. So let's do some back of napkin math so that you can understand why it is important. Let's say that I wanted to do $1,000 in total top line sales for a month. If I were to take the middle point, $7, and divide that $1,000, we're looking at about 142 orders per month. That's roughly 2 times the velocity that I have today. Here's why this is harder than it sounds. First off, I'm at the end of the distribution chain. Magic flows from Wizards of the Coast down to distributors, which then goes down to stores, and then finally into players' hands. And then usually right back into the secondary market in some instances. And that's where Tap for Games lives, in the secondary market. By the time the cards are reaching my sorting desk, or even hitting my table to be sold, the margin's already been squeezed at every single point of the way. And since I currently don't have distribution, not that it matters a whole lot, because I usually hear that there's just nothing to pick up from distribution these days. It means that I'm buying collections, bulk, and sealed from players like me and other resellers. All of this starts to culminate and put me in a position where I am SKU dense on lower value product. So if I pull the sealed out, about $1,700 from the $5,000, that leaves me $3,300 left in terms of the singles and bulk. And at my current sales velocity, that's where that 6-month period starts to come in. Not because they're bad cards that don't move fast. It's because of the top line figure, that $6 to $8. It's the only lever that I have to pull, which is volume, serving more players within the hobby than I am currently doing today. And here's what made everything real for me. I started watching P&L breakdowns from a couple of very popular channels. Alpha Investments, RNG Games, Decks and Dice, and a few others. All of them that have real stores, real history within the space, and are considerably ahead of me in the game at this point. And that's kind of where I realized I had been thinking about the business wrong. These stores, these warehouses, these folks with their companies are spending thousands of dollars per week, if not more, just to keep the inventory side of things at the appropriate scale for their business. They have problems that I don't have right now. They have a storefront, warehouses, overhead, insurance, all these other different factors that don't quite apply to me yet. Not even that. They also have something else that I don't have. An understanding on how this industry works, where their money goes, and why it goes where it goes. I don't have those years of experience just yet, especially on this side of the fence. I've had a vague sense that I am growing, but I hadn't really done the math to see what it actually looks like, and then taking that math and zooming out for the bigger picture. So after doing the math, I am currently $1,883.93 in the red. If you recall, I had talked about in my mistakes video making a rather large purchase for equipment that didn't exist yet. So guess what? That put my profitability for the business in the wrong direction. Even though I have cash flow in, this number needs to get back to 0, if not higher. So that's the origin of this series. I'm calling it Back to Black. If you're not familiar with the phrase or idea, the intention is to take your P&L from being in the red to black, meaning that you're making money for the business. So for every week, I'm going to document what I'm doing, what is selling, and how I'm moving the business forward as I move forward towards the Back to Black. This particular series will end once I hit that 0 figure and in the positive. If I ever want to grow this business to something sizable, storefront, a warehouse for fulfillment center, higher volume, more scale, potential employees, I need to figure out the online game first. while mistakes are still manageable and the lessons of failures are more lessons and not disasters. So I'm gonna document, put it on camera, and upload every week. So week 1 starts today. So here's the plan, and it's deliberately boring. I've got to get my bulk listed. The ones that I still have sitting on my desk that I haven't received in, because unlisted SKUs are SKUs that can't sell. And honestly, I don't even know what's technically in these stacks yet, because I actually haven't gone through them. That means that I might have some hidden gems that actually be worth value that I need to get listed. I'm gonna move those into a shorts category so that we're not taking up the actual recaps. My second plan involves commander decks. I have a lot of decks that are coming in that I had already purchased prior, as well as some decks that are currently here today that are EV positive and are better cracked rather than as sealed products. That way I can increase the amount of SKUs, get some of the sealed product listed, and moving in a different fashion to start closing the gap. Lastly, and this one's kind of common sense, all new buys are on freeze until we start to see the momentum move forward. So if I can't move anything here with the 21,000 that I've already got, then we're making the wrong decisions and we need to make adjustments to the play. So let's take you back to the table. So that's where I want to open it up to you guys. Whoops, I hit my trash can. If you were in my spot, $1,800 down, 21,000 units, and 7,400 SKUs, an average order value of about $6 to $8 heading into summer. How aggressive would you be in your own business decisions? Would you keep cracking the sealed to try and get those better singles so that you can get your order values up? Would you chase after one really good collection, even though you're still in the red, and just bet on buying right? Or would you hold the line, no new buys, like I'm trying to do for week 1, and let the inventory slowly churn and work its way back up to black? Now, I have my own instincts, and I'll tell you what I'm leaning towards after we conclude week 1. I want to see how my initial plan is starting to work out for that week. But I genuinely want to know what you guys would do in my position. Tell me why. Tell me why I shouldn't do or should do something. Drop it in the comments. I'll read every one of them, because this is Back to Black, week 1. Next week, here's what's sold, here's what's working, and here's where the number actually sits. So if you want to follow me on this journey, make sure you subscribe, hit the little bell notification, and follow along. I'll see you in the next one.